of fact, it was said to me in the comments, please don't go negative. And I absolutely, I don't want to. I like talking about comics. Go figure. It's called I Love Comics. Hey, true believers. England team here. And it's another night of comic book cover rankings. Which, okay, maybe, I don't think we're even being a little bit, what was it, snarky on the covers or anything. We find joy in this. I mean, you look at a comic book cover, it's like, even a bad one, you're like, holy crap, you see this? They erased the leg, or the perspective is off on this. And, you know, it's all about the love of the books and such, not the drama surrounding them that makes this so much fun. We had a conversation backstage, but we're not going to get into that too much here. Change the name to I Love Comic Book Covers. Well, Rhaegar, I actually am going to be getting back into talking about what's between those covers as well. I'm trying to, behind the scenes, I'm working on a lot of stuff where all I got to do is sit down and start recording. And I want to get back to doing stuff. I always liked not Lex Luthor. This is how my mind works these days. I meant to say Stan Lee. And I said Lex Luthor. I don't know. But I like Stan Lee's alliteration where, you know, with all the same Peter Parker, you know. That kind of stuff. So I have Team Up Tuesdays and What If Wednesdays and so forth, and I want to get back into that so much. And I've been breaking down books. And in honor of what FRAGMINION has asked me to do, I'm going to start doing miniseries as well. Because we always talk about these things, but we never actually, you know, I mean, it would be kind of cool to read through some, or, you know, I back up Amazing Man, but you guys have no clue what that is. So yeah, I thought that'd be fun.
Speaking of comics,
what's up?
I've been upstairs, you know, cataloging everything that I have. First, I had to, you know, organize it, and unfortunately, when it's 98 outside, the room that I'm in is on the second floor, so it's the room you were in.
Yes. Okay.
It gets a little hot when it's this hot out, and. But I was going through and I was putting all my Batmans together, and I go, oh, I don't have 442. Wonder what I did with it. Oh, yeah. I just assumed I had more than one. So
whoops.
That's what I said. Whoops.
I think what it is what's causing that room to get so hot is that Crime Suspense stuff. If you send that over, your house will probably even out a lot more.
No, it'll probably get hotter because it may get to the point where I need that to pay an electric bill or tab.
Yeah, no kidding.
that's my ace in the hole if things get, you know.
Right.
But no, it's weird. It's that I'm you know, because I knew I would find things I didn't have, but it never occurred to me that I didn't have that in with the rest of them. Because I mean, I bought a bunch of shit after I, you know, supposedly quit and stuff, and you know, some things you just assume that you have until you realize you don't.
I actually found out that I have books I didn't. Oh my gosh, I have this. I'm going to read it. And same with movies and such. I've discovered as I was unpacking stuff. So anyway, guys, today, and by the way, Zach's here also, being real quiet.
Yeah, I'm here. Hey, what's up, guys?
Today we're going to be reviewing and ranking Rocketeer covers. This is one somebody suggest. I think it was RDView suggested. You guys voted on it. I gathered 12 really cool Rocketeer covers. Now, I'm going to say this at the beginning of it. I did not include your favorite. I just actually wrote this on somebody's comments. I did not include your favorite. It didn't happen because every time, every video I get, but you didn't include blah, 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 blah. I come up with 12 because that tends to be about an hour and a half show unless what happened last night happened where it doubled. I don't understand that. I mean, granted, we had 15, but serious. But I try to keep this to about an hour and a half show, except for the rambling at the beginning. And so, yes, I did not include your favorite comic book. I understand. All right. But this time I may not have, because in earlier this what I'm calling the seasons, this is season 4. This is episode 66. Yeah, this is episode 66. earlier this season, we did the 1980s Independence, and I included Rocketeer magazine issue #1, which is an iconic cover, and it is not here today because we did that this season, and it won its night. So I figured let me find some other stuff, and we're going to be doing that, and hopefully everybody will have a good time and enjoy themselves, and hope One Slick Dude and LK get better. And with that said, let's get this party started. There's 3 of us on the panel. It should go pretty quick. And here we go. Is RDV joining us at all tonight? Or?
He said he was going to go get some dinner, and then he would, if he doesn't show up on here, he will be in the chat.
All righty. Well, let's start off. Eric, you get to start us off, and this is Rocketeer. Pacific presents the Rocketeer issue. I believe this is issue #1, right? No, #2.
Okay. Well, structurally, I can't do any of that shit.
Did I lose you guys? Did I drop out again?
No, you're still here.
No. Can you not hear me?
Can he not hear me?
Say something disparaging about him.
Your head is shiny. My eyes. Yeah, I think we might have lost him.
Yeah, we may have.
Da 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 da. Let me see. Put something in the comments.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Oh, there it is. There it is. He's gone. Womp womp.
Well, hi, Zach. How's it going?
Hi, Breen. It's going swell. I'm here to look at Rocketeer covers.
Gee, and I was kind of hoping that all that work upstairs I would have lost some of this chin, but I didn't. It was terrible. So how was your vacation?
Oh, vacation. It was nice. Spent most of the day laid out on the beach, caught up on some reading, watched a couple of movies with the family, went to a bunch of coffee shops. It was good.
So, like a coffee shop tour of where were you?
Destin, Florida. They got a bunch of little local coffee shops up and down the beach. So yeah, it's been pretty nice. Got back in town Saturday and got back to work, and yesterday just a bunch of getting back into the normal routines. So, but yeah, looks like a lot of folks are giving this an 8.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give this a 10 because I like the shadow being the Rocketeer. I think that's a nice touch. And it kind of looks like it looks like it could be an ad page in the New Yorker in like 1936. So it just looks it looks cool. I think it achieves its objective. And if you ever want to see, I know we talk about how wonderful Steve Ditko was as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you never want to do? Have his art follow Dave Stevens in a comic.
Ooh.
Because
so did Ditko do the interior for this?
No, he did the Missing Man story.
Oh, the Missing Man story. Oh, okay.
Now, whereas Ditko was brilliantly innovative with his panel layouts and sequential storytelling, et cetera, et cetera. But when you see the way he draws people versus the way Dave Stevens did, it's not pretty in Steve land. But how about you, Zach? What do you give us?
Oh, hey.
Well, hello, E.
It's gonna suck if that keeps happening.
Welcome back.
Yeah, especially without RDV or LK, I'm on a time limit to get back.
we had just finished. I gave us a 10. We were just about to get Zach's rating.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta give this. There's a lot going on with this that I like. I like the very retro, the trade dress. I like what you were saying about the kind of add quality to the character, and the silhouette being the Rocketeer with the helmet on. I think that's really nice. I just like the color of the background, the black and the red. Yeah, it really pops. I gotta give this a 9.
Alrighty. Yeah, the colors are very striking. And you're right. This is almost like a you would find on the back of a cover talking about this new book that's coming up, as well as maybe even a bus ad for a movie or a magazine that came out. And it's something I almost think there's a different expression as well. I know it's kind of weird to put an expression on the helmet, but it's one of fear and anxiety into confidence. It's so there's a bit of a turn on that one. I like this one a lot. I'm gonna give it a 9 as well. All right, let's go to the chat, and thank you very much to Jackson for hitting that start. Rhaegar says 8, and so does Undead Quinn. And then I see Undead being a Shadow fan from Sonic. Okay, I actually like that game.
Yeah, they had the new movie trailer come out today.
Yeah, I
Sonic 3.
Haven't watched one of the movies though. Dark Admiral and Joe says 8. Let's see. Ethereal says 8. All righty. England team getting kidnapped by aliens that put you to sleep and probe you and do cavity searches. I pay for that shit, man. Brian says 8. Frog says 9. Come on in when you can, man. So if I go away, this doesn't drop. And then we have 8 from the top. And the Jackson Rayquirk says 8 as well. All righty. There we go. The aliens equal CIA and alien suits. Only if you pay them. Steven Spock says 9. Maranya says Rocketeer number 2. Striking cover design. Red spotlight highlights of Rocketeer. Great effect. The shadow being the heroic aspect. Retro trade dress. Story. Rocketeer 10. All righty. 10, I like Nurse Ratchet shadow behind him. Okay. I don't know where you got that, but that is awesome. It's a Ditko. Oh, look at that. The Missing Man is by Ditko. Yeah. Oh, Big Bang Theory. Yeah. England team, you would like Sonic? I'm pretty sure I would. This is the first cover, RDV. Sonic the Hedgehog games are the greatest games I always start but never finish. They're really cool. All righty, kids. This one's simple. We've got 8 8s, but we've only got 7 10s and 9s. So this ends up in the 8s. And by the way, last night I let LK host, mainly because my internet was dropping fast. And it turns out the math, it all ends up in the same place. So there you go. All righty, kids. Let's get this up to the 8. That's where we begin the day. And all righty, Zach, you get the second cover of the night. And that is Rocketeer Adventures number 1. The cover is by Alex Ross.
So are these just different Rocketeer series throughout the years? It's not like a chronological...
There is hardly a Rocketeer series that goes past issue 5 or 6.
That's something I've noticed too, which kind of upsets me because I get really tired of miniseries.
Real quick, Zach, let me say that was Pacific Presents issue 2.
Yeah,
not Rocketeer issue 2. So there wasn't a number 1. He wasn't in issue 1. So that's
So that's probably why.
That's
what Comic Book Frog is talking about there.
Yeah.
Looking here, IDW Rocketeer Adventures. First of all, it's Alex Ross. Whatever I say, this is going to be a 10 just because it's Alex Ross. But I mean, look at this. This is night and day. This is very different from the first cover, where the first cover had a lot of dark, like there was a lot of black. There was the silhouette. This is like you're out in the open sky and there's sunlight. You can see the lighting, how it's reflecting off the helmet and the jetpack. I give this a 10. I like the perspective of him in the sky, clouds and fields beneath him. It's very heroic. I also like the 3-dimensional part where his helmet, the fin on it is coming ahead of the trade dress. I like it when I see that with trade dress.
I should have done that with the I tried to do that with the trade dresses on the thumbnails. This time I let Rocketeer be in front of them. But I was trying to go for a he's flying through it sort of thing. But I missed on that one. All right, Eric, what do you say?
You will believe that a man can fly with his ass on fire.
Yes. That is the big joke of the Rocket Man / Rocketeer.
Seriously, this is a 10. I mean, there's no way around it.
Yeah, agreed. I give it a 10 as well. But here's one thing. You mentioned you love the perspective of you see it, it's broad daylight, you see the ground he's flying on, he's a little bit above the clouds. When I flew over Thailand, it was kind of interesting to see, because some of those runways, like, Jesus, let us get up, because you're about to run off a cliff or you're about to go into the beach if they don't pull up enough. So you start up and it's like jungle all around you, and you lift off, and as you're going, all these trees and rice paddies and everything, they literally become squares, just like almost like God did it himself, where he's just making sure that everything is symmetrical. And I love the fact that he included that here. This is a 10 easily. All righty. Are y'all still there?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just need to make sure. All right, so we've got a 9, a 10, and a 9, and a 10 from 2 9s, 2 10s from Undead, Jackson, Steve, and Spock, and the Frog. Okay, 2 9s, 2 10s. 1 2 1 2. All righty, and then MK says 10, and so does Dark Admiral. We've got incredibly done, striking colors, big time 10, says Brian. This cover is objectively great. Give it a 10, says Rhaegar. And Ice Top says 10. That's 5 more 10s. 2, 3, 4, 5. All righty. Who's trading dresses? Me and anybody under the bridge if they paid enough. One flaw. All Alex Ross's are 10, says Nick one. Rocketeer Adventures number 1. Dynamic hero pose, realistic rendering from Alex Ross, not Dave Stevens. Score a fake out 10. Alrighty. Oh, by the way, I figured it would be clunky if I included Alex Ross in the title, but in the description I do say it's Alex Ross and Dave Stevens covers. All right, so it's only partly clickbait. Yeah. The Rump Roast Rocketeer says Rhaegar. Joe gives it a 9, and MK gives it a 10. Alrighty. Next up, Cartoons and Comics Studios says 10. And let's see. Oh, well, then never mind. What are we talking about? Oh, who's trading you? Okay. We're still here. You just put us to sleep. Thank you, Rhaegar. Thank you. I want to go back to Thailand so I can look for Sagat and challenge him to a kickback boxing round. I'll tell you what. If you are a white man in Thailand, everybody's going to challenge you to kickboxing. I was challenged by some women. I'm like, no. I kept saying no because there's no winning. Because most of the people challenging me came up to, I'm not even a big man. I'm short by American standards. And they were always, oh, you want to kickbox? You want to kick? You know kickbox? You know? Well, no, they say, you know Muay Thai? You know Muay Thai? I say, well, I know of it. Let's go. No, even women, there's no winning that. You either beat the shit out of somebody smaller than you and female, or you get your ass whipped by somebody who's smaller and female. No, not doing it. Black Spider says 9. Ethereal says 8. And Black Spider says 9 again for Rocketeer. Oh, the first one. Okay, cool. All righty, 9. And 9. And then Ethereal says 8. Let's see. Hey, guys, did you say Furiosa was worst movie investment in the last decade? Imagine my shock. Warner doing it. Warner Brothers has a bad habit of shooting themselves in the foot. That being said, Furiosa was a fun movie.
Furiosa was
would
pretty
just kick you in the balls
spectacular.
and laugh. Are you sure they were women? Could have been. Nope. There. Look, I don't care who you are or what you could tell. 10 for the last Rocketeer. Sorry, I was late. Okie dokie. Gotcha, Black Spiders. There was a 10 for that one. Alrighty, cool. And that is 8 and 8. That would mean that's a 9, not an 8. Okay, so let's see. Let's get the stop on this one. Alrighty. And what we got here is 1 8 and 4 9s trying to take down 13 10s. I think it failed. I'm just saying. First, let's move this up to 9 where the new score has it. And we'll get the, this one is right here. And we have a 10. I have a feeling this is the way things are going to go. Okay, I am up next. All right, well, number 3, which is the Rocketeer Adventures. And this, I believe, is issue number 4. I believe that because that's what I wrote down. So there we go. Thank you, Jackson. Okay, I included this one because I needed something that happens on a cover, because most of Rocketeer's covers are all poses in some way, shape, or form. We're going to look at a lot of poses tonight, guys. This one at least has his girlfriend, Betty, coming up. It looks like Betty Page, and scaring him. And for some reason, he is wearing his Rocketeer outfit in the office. I like the fact you could see a very, very big expression in his eyes behind the mask. That right there gives a lot, and Betty's looking like Betty. What you gonna do? I don't think this deserves a 10, though. I'm gonna say it's an 8. What says you, Eric? And hello to MK.
Hey, how you doing? Figured I'd help you out. You know, since I know you have like 2 or 3 guys tonight. You know, figure what the hell. Right?
Yeah, it's nice. It's pretty cool. One thing though, when it's smaller, we go quicker. Okay, what's up, Eric?
I think I agree. I can't go 10 on this, but since this might be the only time we see Betty tonight, I'm going to give it a 9.
Oh man, that just depressed me right there. It's the only time we'll see Betty.
I tried to include her as much as possible, dude. But
good man.
A lot of the best covers, she's not on.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's your turn, Zach. What do you say?
I like this cover for the same reasons you gave. There's actually something happening on here. I like the pose, the situation he's in. Betty, of course, does look pretty good. I'll give this a 7. I'm gonna follow the chat on this. It's not quite an 8 or a 9, but it's a 7. It's still pretty good.
All right, what do you give it?
7.
7. Okay. Did you already say that? Because I zonked out.
Yep.
I went bye-bye for a little bit.
That's okay.
All righty, MK, what do you say?
I'll give it a 9. Yeah, cool cover. I like it. Almost looks like she's, well, not strangling him, but like pulling him away from his work. You know, like kind of knocking him over almost. And I like her outfit. You know, cool outfit.
Most people do.
Her outfits are nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the one thing. What are those things he's wearing on his hands? Are those like gloves or something, or part of his outfit?
I think it's part of the jetpack. I think it's controls for the jetpack.
Like the metal things. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like like one turns it on and one helps steer and all that kind of stuff.
I got you. Okay. Yeah.
All right, let's get to the chat and see where they stand. And Ethereal and Undead Quinn both say 7s, agreeing with MK. Oh no, Zach. And then we have Yipe Indeed. Give it a 10. Cartoons and Comics says 9. Oh, there we go. Hello to RDV. So 8 from Steven Spock, 7 from Rhaegar and Joe. Okay, so we have 8 2 7s, 2 7s, and an 8. And then we have 8 because otherwise he will skip you. Just kidding. Sorry. Alrighty, so we have an 8. Let's see. Love Betty Page because of the timing setting of the story, says Brian. Give it a 9. Alrighty. I might be simple, but I think Furious was great. When I finished watching it, I wanted to fight someone. You know what? That's okay. When I saw Young Guns, I was way too old to want to be a cowboy, but I did. Ice Tops says 9, Pretty Lady on the cover. Black Spider says 9. All right.
RDV says 10.
I was going to get to you after I got to the chat there, but okay. Do you have a comment on it? Or?
Well, it's a hot Betty Page. You got a well drawn. I kept wanting to say Iron Man, but it's not Iron Man. Dude, Rocketeer. I love the lettering. It's an old school kind of noir feeling. The way they do he draws it
with the shadows in the back.
Yeah. What more do you need? You know,
not much. Rocketeer Adventures feels like a vintage comic book cover, well rendered with situational humor. Score a Rocketeer 10. Alrighty, and let's get the stop on that. Let's see.
I will admit, Jackson, I will admit, I do like Rocketeer more than Iron Man.
Rocketeer is more interesting, I think.
Alrighty, and this one has 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has 5 7s trying to fight out those 3 10s, and it wins, bringing 2 9s down with it. But then there's 3 8s. So 1 8 survives, and this ends up being an 8.
Hey, Breen, I was yesterday years old when I learned that Lloyd Bridges, it was an airplane, is the same Lloyd Bridges I was in Blown Away. I didn't realize that was Lloyd Bridges in Blown Away. It was like, dang, did he age from airplane to that?
Well, that is about 15 years.
And he was probably 70 when he made Airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go check out Sea Hunt. Okay, so Zach got a turn, I got a turn, Eric got a turn. MK, why don't you start off on this one? He said, okay, here you go. And this one is Rocketeer Adventures 2, number 1, cover this is cover A.
What'd you say, B?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep,
all right.
you start us off.
Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I would say the most deep. You know what this actually reminds me of? For some reason, it reminds me of the Justice League cartoon opening, like when they're looking at the sky.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not super detailed, but it's kind of very, very patriotic. So I guess I'll go 9 on this one. Yeah.
Okay, what'd you say you give it?
Yeah, I'll say 9.
All righty. A 9 from MK. RDV, what do you say?
4.
Oh, you freaking
I hate this kind of style. I hate the stylized art. It looks horrible. With the Ditko neck.
All righty.
Well, you see where his shoulders are, and you see where his chin is. Yeah.
All righty, Eric, what do you say?
I say the level of disappointment I have in my comic son.
No Art Deco for him. No war propaganda for him.
The only thing I would have changed on this cover is I would have had the line be "Keep M flying." Could keep him flying.
Yeah.
But that's minor. It's simple. All the planes in the background, the stars, no stripes, but the stars. I'm giving this a 10.
All right. And Zach.
On the one hand, I got to agree with Undead Quinn in the chat. He says it's a poster, not a cover. On the other hand, I live for this kind of stuff. I love Art Deco design. I like World War II propaganda for the good guys, not the bad guys, before somebody clips me incorrectly.
Sure you do.
I love this. I like the design of it and everything. I love this type of art style too. This is going to be a 9 for me.
All righty. And let's not forget that Zach's favorite propaganda is Birth of a Nation.
No, it's not. It's Greta Thunberg. When she's on Little Pigtails, she's on the poster.
Wait, what?
Yeah, dude, you just messed up. You messed up a good joke. Birth of a Nation is a famous KKK movie.
Only if I actually knew what it was. Obviously, no. Because how old is that?
Righty.
How do you know that it's a KKK movie?
Because it's a very famous for that one. The fact that one of the presidents, I forget, I think it was Woodrow Wilson, called it his favorite film.
Well, they actually, and it was also shown in college classes.
That is true.
At the time, it was a masterpiece in filmmaking. It just
never had been told about it.
Well, the movie was made in 1915.
Yeah, the subject is not something that would be taught in classes today, hopefully, except for by Democrats. Alrighty, so we have. It's my turn. By the way, there are stripes on that, and it's awesome. The stars and stripes. You see the red streaks, and the stars are in the blue. This is a great freaking cover, and yes, it is a bit like war propaganda and everything. I do like the style. I always have. This is a 10 for me as well. Last night I felt I gave out a lot of 10s. That might actually happen here again. Rhaegar Jackson Roykert says 9. Rhaegar says next thing you will hear is someone say that Green Arrow is better than Batman.
True.
That you'll hear it, or that Green Arrow is better than Batman.
I think Green Arrow is more interesting than Batman.
And Michelle
You're
Pfeiffer
on
is not.
glue.
Cartoons and Comics says 8, and Black Spider says 5. Dark Admiral says 10. Love the Art Deco style. So we got a 10, a 5, an 8, and a 9. Alrighty, let's start up with that 5, 8, 9, and 10. Okie dokies. Let's see, 8, 8, 8, and 9 from Joe, Undead Quinn, Steven Spock, and Ice Tops. So it's 8, 8, 8, and 9. The what neck, says Rhaegar. Hated it, says Black Spiders. Who are you calling Ditko neck? It's a poster, not a cover. No, sir, it is a cover. They can be a poster. Alrighty, Ethereal Dragon says 8, but Brian says 6. Just doesn't do it for me. Alrighty, we got an 8 and a 6. And then Rocketeer Adventures 2, number 1. This is a stylized cover that evokes the war posters of the 1940s. Well rendered, good, but not great. Score it a patriotic 9. Alrighty. Let's see. I heard that. Anytime I see Hated, I hear those two characters. Justice League Unlimited show was doing a take on the Keep 'em Flying posters, just as this is. Rhaegar says 4, and I want what you boys are smoking. Woodrow Wilson, one of the true worst presidents in history. Let's see. Until Nancy Pelosi and Kamala Harris, absolutely. Let's see. Did you monetize the live stream? Yes, I did. I did. Yes.
The low stream.
Well, I read live stream, and then my eyes went to love. I love comics while I was talking, so I kind of combined the two. Let me put down this 4.
Wait, so I joined the love stream.
Love. We're love brokers. All right. So let's get the stop here, and let's see. All right. So we have 2 4s taking out those 3 10s, and then we've got a 5. Or taking out the last 10, then a 6 going after one of the 5 9s, which clears the road for those 8s to take over. And there we go. Alrighty. We have our second 8 of the evening. We need our second 10. We need our second 9s, but so long as they are natural. All right. RDV has Rocketeer Adventures number 2.
Miles better in comparison than the last one. This is a 10.
All right. Well, thank you, Jackson. Okay, we got a 10 from RDV. All right.
I mean, everybody on there is a plus, but I like seeing the plane he flies. You know, and the little guy is climbing on his hands.
Okay. How about you, Eric?
I'm actually digging the little dude battle royal in the hand there.
Yep. Peavy versus the
Russian. Yeah, looks like Peavy's about to hit him with a wrench.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a 10.
All right. We got another 10, and then we have Zach.
All right, pros. We've got the detail of that battle on that hand is crazy. I'm liking that. Those gams. And then all the rest of Betty Page also. is good. I like the plain one giant con, and that is his eyeball inside of that helmet. That thing is huge. It looks like he should be a supervillain with the way that the shape of that eyeball. Also, I don't get why there's so much cross-hatching on the neck of the giant Rocketeer. That kind of takes away from it a little bit. I'll give this a 7.
All righty. Okay, we get a 7. And then we have MK.
Yeah. I'll go 10 on this. I was gonna bring up the thing that Zach brought up with the eyeball. His eyeball looks massive in that helmet, but it looks kind of cool and creepy in a way, slightly, but cool.
It's cool, but it's creepy.
Yeah, I like the airplane, the background with the birds, and the hands fighting the guys. That's pretty cool. The Betty Page and him, that would have been a little funny if his head was about a foot further down, but yeah, still great pose though. Yeah.
Pervert.
I'm just saying, I got the way she's holding his.
I don't know. You're saying what I'm thinking out loud. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
We know why RDV rates all the Betty Page covers a 10.
Well, if you don't think she's a 10, there's something wrong with you.
Oh, I didn't say she wasn't a 10. She's an 11. But
Okay, let's see. Once again, I do appreciate, as you guys said, PV versus the mob on the hand of the Rocketeer. Yeah. I disagree about the eyeball. I actually like, it's almost like a cartoon expressiveness that they're giving him, so you can actually see the emotion. What the emotion is here, I have no idea, unless that isn't Cliff on the cover. It's supposed to be somebody else. It looks like Cliff. And having him react in such a surprising way, other than he's like, oh, look what I'm doing to Betty. So I don't know. But overall, I like this one. I'm going to give it a 9 because I'm a mark tonight.
yeah, because like on the other cover where Betty's like grabbing him from behind, it made more sense. It was like more of a comedic, like Auga eyeball moment. This, it's like if it's not Cliff, it's like somebody else. Like, how is Cliff with a dame that gorgeous?
And yes, Betty looks awesome. But let's go to the
Zach. He's saying those gams.
Yes, going to the chat. Cartoons and Comics says 10 great legs, 10 from Steven Spock, and an 8 from Ethereal Dragon and Dark Admiral. So we got 2 8s, 2 10s. 2. And let's see, 1, 2. And then let's see, we've got a 9 from Undead Quinn, a 10 from Ice Tops. And yes, Betty is back. Give it a 9. And then Jackson says 8. So we've got 8, 2 9s, and 10.
Is Zach underwater?
I was drinking some water.
All righty then. Let's see, we've got... is that, well, yeah, your mic is a little bit off, so sometimes yeah.
You don't sound like
Rocketeer Adventures #2 cover evokes comic books in the 1940s with multiple scenes and the hero in the background, well rendered. Score a hot cha 10, says Maranya. I'm going to go ahead and give this a 9 again. His eyeball is freakishly large, and Michael Taylor says, hello everyone, and he gives it a 9. Hello, Michael Taylor. All righty, so we got a 10 and a 9. Zoink. Let's see, an 8 from Joe. Alrighty. And let's see, you don't know, maybe the guy's on a side. Well, you do know. We've seen him. He's not. So for the record, lenses tend to magnify the eyes. So this is actually accurately rendered. Black Spider says 7. I still want the book. Dave S. makes it great legs. Alrighty. And there we go. Let's get the stop on this one. And did I drop out again?
Nope.
No, I'm still here.
Still here.
Okay. I heard the ding that usually says that my VPN just stopped.
Does it go ding?
Yeah, it really does. It's annoying. I should not have programmed it to do that. All righty. Now it's, let's see. RDV started that one, right? Okay, and we're back to Eric, right?
But I didn't start the fire.
Okay, because I did one, everybody did one, so we're back to Eric on this one, I think. Right? Okay. Yes. Eric gets Rocketeer magazine, Adventure magazine #2 by Dave Stevens. Most of these are by Dave Stevens. Really, it's like Dave Stevens and Alex Ross. You'll be able to tell the difference.
I would think so.
This is like a enlarged version of the last cover. But it looks like Peavy and the Russian fell off. I really like this. I like the interesting skyline, lightning in the background. Yeah, I another 10.
Okay, and for those of you who came in late, you will not be seeing Rocketeer Adventure magazine #1 because that not only was featured earlier this season in the independent comic books of the 1980s, it won. So I did not want a chance of it winning twice. So I kept it out of here. All right, so we got a 10 from Eric. Let's go to Zach.
I really dig the colors on this. The dark storm clouds and a little bit of the sun, how it goes like orange to yellow. Rocketeer and the giant hand. That guy needs a manicure. He's got like ogre nails or something. I don't know. Very cool. I like the lightning strike in the sky. This is interesting. I dig this. I'm going to give this a 10.
All right. We got another 10. And MK.
Yeah, this is totally 10. The sky is like a Mortal Kombat background, you know.
Yeah.
Like dark and gloomy, like almost like it's merging with hell, pretty much. But and the hand kind of reminds me of Trigon for some reason.
Yeah.
Couple that like, with the sky. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Rocketeer, like he's struggling to he's trying not to get well, I don't know if you say fingered, but crushed by the guy's finger, you know. Yeah, just looks like he's about to get crushed to death. So, yeah, definitely 10. Also looks like New York City, but I could be wrong about that. Too.
New
York City. But there's the Empire State Building.
All righty, RDV, what says you? Yeah, well, I do believe this is New York.
You guys bring up the skyline. First, I want this Ghostbusters.
One day you'll get your Ghostbusters, sir.
Hey, if I can get my new Warriors, he can get his Ghostbusters.
You know what? You're right. I'm going to put that in season 6 right now. All right, but what do you score this one?
I love the New York. I love the New York skyline. The lightning bolt. It's kind of like, is it a lightning bolt or is it just a rope hanging there?
I think it's a lightning strike.
It's dental floss blowing in the wind. Yeah, on the best. Like on this presence here, basically with the giant hand. It looks like Satan's hand. You know. Yeah, it's Pixel taking back credit. He wants credit for everything. I don't know, but honestly, it's cool. I like this. I'm gonna give this a 10. I love the detail on the hand and everything. Like the helmets.
Wow. You guys are mentioning the detail on the hand. I want to talk about the city. I mean, look at even the buildings in the back have detail to them. I mean, this is George Perez kind of detailing. It is awesome. This is a very well painted cover. The hand, you're right, just looks awesome with the wrinkles, the lines. You can see the veins. You know, like if it's flexed, it goes up the arm.
You can see the hair.
Yeah, it's done very well. Every part of this is done very well. This is absolutely a 10.
Who's flying the plane? The Shadow?
Maybe. All righty. So let's see in the chat. We have Ethereal Dragon and Undead Quinn both giving it 10s. And then we have Jackson Rakirk with a 9, Cartoons and Comics with a 10. So we have a 9 and a 10. And then we have 2 7s from Dark Admiral and Steven Spock. All righty. Next up, Michael Taylor says 10, fantastic cover. Maranya says Rocketeer Adventure Magazine #2. Detail of the Rocketeer and the giant looming hand, monochromatic color scheme works. Well rendered, score a Rocketeer 10. Alrighty, so we have 2 things. And then 6, not feeling it, says Ice Tops. Until I saw it like this, I got to agree because I thought it was kind of muddled. I actually don't have issue number 3 of the Adventure magazine because it is muddled. But looking at it here, this is a very dynamic cover. 7 for Black Spiders, and Joe says 6. I don't like giant hands on comics, but the sky and the cityscape are cool. That is a weird dislike. I mean, hey, you do you, but you know that's very specific. You know, did someone shave King Kong? Yes. And Brian gives this a 19, but we only go to 10. Alrighty, let's see. Now I hear Breen's Trigon voice, and Rhaegar is saying 8. Good Dog Press, hello Manny, is saying 10.
Breen,
All right, so we got
if it was
8 and 10.
Breen, if that was your Truman voice or Trigon voice, so what would he be saying to Rocketeer?
Get over here. Good Dog is saying I have this issue signed by Stevens, and Brian says 10 damn big fingers on my phone. It went to 10 anyway. All righty, let me get the stop on this, and let's see where this one ends up. By the way, just because of the stop up there, if you haven't voted and you want to, go right on ahead. Everybody's invited. Okie dokies, and I will make sure that I change everything to make sure it fits the new score. But what we have here now is we've got 2 7s, 3 8s, 2 6s, 3 7s, 1 8, and 1 9, all fighting for supremacy over the 12 10s. And I'm sorry, guys, 7, 12, nah, the 10s win, dude. 10s win.
I just realized something. When did Rhaegar get a wrench?
The other day.
What madman thought he needs a wrench? I mean, Jackson Raykirk was pushing it a little.
Well, let's see. I did a lot of my medication, and then I came on. I felt bad for Rhaegar for some reason. I gave him a wrench. I don't know. Yeah, just don't YouTube and do drugs at the same time. Okay, so that was Eric. This is Zach. Oh, wait, no. Before we get to this, let's take a break.
Well, where's the 6th one?
This is the 6th one.
Oh.
No, what's that?
Yeah. Rocketeer number 2, Rocketeer Adventures number 1, Rocketeer Adventures number 4, Rocketeer number 2, Rocketeer Adventures number 1, Rocketeer Adventures number 4, Rocketeer Adventures 2 number 1, Rocketeer Adventures 2 number 2, and then Rocketeer Adventure magazines.
There's only 5 of them up there.
Yeah, on the board. And tier list, there's only 5.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So I forgot to put one up. Which
the other Betty Page cover.
The other Betty Page. Okie doke.
And Venkman, to answer your question from before.
Mm-hmm.
I have no interest in your girlfriend, Cliff, but it's time for a poll. I like polls.
Something like that.
Okay. This was at Rocketeer Adventures. This one was Rocketeer Adventures number 2. And no.
Hey, Rhaegar, if I was there when you got the wrench, I must have blocked that on my memory because it's too traumatic.
Alrighty. So
They'll just give wrenches to anybody.
I just realized oh goodness, did I even share this out on YouTube? I thought I did. Alrighty. Hold on. Am I still there? Okay.
I like polls, even if nobody likes what I suggest.
You sound like that kid from Christmas Story. I like the Wizard of Oz. All right. So what's next?
I like turtles.
Twiddles.
All right. So MK votes for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Huh? Oh, whatever. Okay, yeah.
Oh, we're doing the ones that Breen. Hey, we're doing a poll where Breen's not going to be here for this one. Then I say Power Rangers.
Right. Okay. So what do you have for us there, guys? Suggest some covers to look at.
I say Thor from Walter Simonson specifically.
Walter Simonson, Thor. Is he related to Walter Simonson?
Only to people that can't say his name right.
Okay, what happened?
I just bought something today. I didn't know existed. You know the React gum from Wrigley? It's black gum. It's like, you know, when you chew it, it's like a purple black color. I never saw gum like that color before.
Oh, that's wild. Does it turn your teeth black?
No. It doesn't do anything. It just tastes like normal mint, but it's called React to Mint 5. So if you want to try black gum, Zach, you might. It's pretty good.
That reminds you of the trick chewing gum when you turn your teeth black.
Yeah. It's like the opposite of that effect. It's not going to turn your tongue or your teeth black or anything. It's just it's an interesting color. I never saw gum from Wrigley that's like dark purple color before. It's kind of interesting.
Okay, so I'm getting Scooby-Doo covers for Halloween. Okay, we'll wait until October for that one.
Scooby-Doo.
And then I need some titles here, kids.
Carl Barks.
Carl Barks.
Is that related to Karl Marx? Sounds very similar.
That'd be very weird.
Eric, do you have anything?
Just some concerns because someone mentions one of the greatest cartoonists of all time, and Zach goes right to communism.
Yeah. Well, I mean, his party wasn't communist; they were socialists.
Jim Starlin, says Jackson Roy Kirk.
Can I make that Jim Starlin's Captain Marvel Space Adventures?
I got a real serious question though for Zach though. Do you know who Carl Barks is?
No, I do not.
Or Dan Rosa?
I've heard that name. I'm pretty sure.
Didn't they make Karl Marx into a ventriloquist dummy?
So the names I just told you about, Zach, those are the Donald Duck, Uncle Scrooge, DuckTales stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. Wallywood? I think we did a Wallywood, didn't we?
No.
Frank Rosetta? Is that what you're trying to say, Black Spiders?
Yeah, I think he's trying to say Frank Rosetta.
I like Frank Fazda.
Okay, I got the 4 here. Wait, why is it saying I can't start the poll? What's going on here? This is very, very weird.
That's because the Polish people are rebelling. Use the Russian poll.
No, I did too many letters on the Jim Starlin. Okay.
Too many Ks.
Okay, so when I'm talking about the Jim Starlin Marvel covers, I'm talking about the ones that start the space adventure, start the Thanos storyline. So there you go. Poll is up. Oh. By all means, take a little bit of time to vote. All righty. And let's see where it goes. I'm getting the other 2 up here so I could put in my 2 cents.
I was thinking of Groucho Marx. They made a ventriloquist dummy out of him. Wrong Marx.
They were all communists. Is that the Marx Brothers? Groucho,
oh, really?
Carl, all of them.
Carl!
Coral!
Why'd you have to be a communist, Carl?
Coral.
He says Coral. He doesn't say Carl because he can't. Because he's English. He can't pronounce the.
He can't pronounce it properly,
He's
so he always goes Coral.
He's an English guy trying to be a Georgian.
I love that. I love that when the whole cast was when they're making fun of him because he says Coral.
All righty. Let's see, guys. Let's. I do believe it was Zach. You did the last one, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
I think this one was going to be me.
Eric. Yeah, Eric was the last. So number 6. So you're number 7 here. And you get Rocketeer
Lucky
Adventures
number
2, number 1.
Yo, okay, this one is nice. I like this one. This one. Now the Rocketeer is the giant. And
Yeah.
I like the planes dogfighting around him. I like the pose. I also like seeing like Cliff and Betty and Peavy. I like their headshots down the bottom. This is a very nice feel. It's not quite the that noir look that the very first cover had, but it's nice though. I like it. It's like an old like a Reader's Digest look, like a painted cover. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm gonna give this a 10. This is a 10. I like the faces. The faces are all great. Yeah.
Okay. Well, something new is happening where my internet stops, but I can still hear you. So, as a matter of fact, I actually sent out a start that didn't show up.
My voice is
right
just
above
that
Gun
powerful.
Coin. Yeah, go figure. All righty, so you gave it an 8?
No, I gave it a 10. I guess it's not that
A 10.
powerful.
All righty. MK, what do you say?
Yeah, I'd give it a 10. I like how it looks like he's about to punch somebody. I like the Christopher Lloyd and Constantine down there smiling, you know. They were pretty cool, you know. Yeah, give it a 10. It's pretty cool cover.
All righty. How about you, RDV?
Yeah, that whole bottom right corner, it looks like the PG version of Hellblazer. You got Zatanna, Constantine, and then is that Chaz? But the funny thing is that because you gave Zach this cover, I'm thinking like, oh man, this is just like one heartbeat away from being a dab cover.
Dude, let him dab. No, he's not gonna.
I know
he's not gonna dab. This is way before the 2000.
You know what he's getting ready to do? He's gonna do an orange punch.
Orange punch.
I remember Hawaiian Punch.
Oh, Orange Cassidy. It's gonna. Or if you want to watch Roman Reigns do the Superman punch, what's the crappy version?
Hey,
That's
VENKMAN.
a wrestling move.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Where is Orange Cassidy from?
Nowhere.
You're supposed to say wherever.
Yeah, then.
What does he weigh?
Whatever.
Eh,
Did you? I was gonna say, did you see that real quickly though? Did you see in Wembley they fired one pyro for him, and then we leave surprise it went up, and that was it. Anyway, this is a fun cover. The hero pose is kind of weird. Like I don't know what he's trying to do. Like he's trying to be Kamen Rider. He's like he's some kind of like a Japanese superhero. To do a stylized pose. Wow.
So what do you score this?
I'm gonna give this a 10 though. I still like the
Holy
bottom
crap! It is a 1930s Kamen Rider though.
Does it look
The way the mask looks.
Like he's gonna do like the little superhero like martial art moves and stuff, and then pose.
All right, Eric.
10.
Okay. I'm gonna go 9 on this one. I don't think it's 10 quality, but it's definitely quality. Let's go to the chat. And 8 from Joe, 10 from Manny, saying 10 for the young Gene Kelly face. Yeah, I see that. All right, so we got an 8 and a 10. And then we have, I have a book called, let's see. Sorry, it's not about the book, the cover here. Dark Admiral says 9. So does Michael Taylor, saying cool cover. Jackson Raykirk says 9. So we got 3 9s, 1, 2, and 3. 7 from Rhaegar, and then we've got Black Spiders with an 8. All right, next up, Maranya says Rocketeer Adventures number 2, Rocketeer Adventures 2, number 1, Pulp 40s comic book style cover, well rendered, evokes that era. Score a Rocketeer 10.
I was gonna say he looks like a young Richard Grieco.
All right, now we've lost a number of voters here. I hope you guys show up again. We haven't lost the viewers, so yeah. By all means, yeah. But right now, I guess. Oh, here's Steven Spock. There we go, and he gives it a 10. And if anybody else comes in, just vote along with it. I will put that into the score. But as it stands, we're gonna move on.
Kind of looks like David Caruso from that cop show. I can't remember right now.
I see Richard Grieco. That's what I see.
Oh, you voted before the start. Okay, that's why I did. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see what we got.
Yeah.
Oh, because yeah, I did have that problem, didn't I?
Yeah.
Really, no shot at me and my wife there, RDV.
Well, if you shut up and let me talk, I was gonna.
Well, I'm not going to just yet because I got to get Undead Quinn's 8, Brian Stam's 9, and Steven Spock's 10.
But I'll be nice to you. I won't make fun of you.
And then I don't mind me. Never make fun of my wife. Then we've got 9 for Ethereal and Ice Top's 10 for the Giant Rocketeer.
I've nothing against your wife, but she probably has problems with you, though.
Oh, she's got lots of problems. If you lives with somebody for 30 years, yeah, you're going to have a lot of problems. And sometimes they're going to lead to a 7-year separation where you end up dating. That was a weird time. All right, let's see. Let me drop this. What we got here is 1, 7, and taking down one of those 9 10s. Next up, we've got 3, dropping it down to 5 10s, but there's 6 9s, and so the 9s win.
Yeah, when your wife says like, let's plan our future. Let's look at the funeral plots. And
yeah, more than likely. Oh, I want to take a picture. Yeah, just stand right over by the mountain, a little further. All righty. Okay, and that was Zach. So MK, you get to lead us on Rocketeer Adventures number 3 by Alex Ross.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, definitely 10. Yeah. Killer legs, lots of details. I like where her right hand's going. Yeah. Yeah, no, but yeah, the back is it's a plane. Okay. I thought that was like a smudge effect for a second. Yeah, pretty cool cover. I like how he's holding. I'm assuming that's a gun he's holding, right? Or a walkie-talkie.
Yep.
What is that?
He's just glad to see her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's also what the hell is he have in his right pocket? Is he like got ammo or food in there or something? Like
I think that's just how the pilot pants look.
Yeah, they
back
were
then.
Parachute pants.
Yep.
Parachute pants, that's it. That's the thing.
yeah.
Interesting them old MC Hammer videos.
No, those were different. Parachute pants were made of the parachute material. By the way, if they ever make a comeback, I feel bad. I feel bad for the 14-year-old boy trying to hide. Anyway, very revealing.
Yeah, get 10.
We got a 10 from MK RDV. What do you say?
Well, I agree with yeah, he's got killer legs, right? MK, you said killer legs. You didn't specify.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, well, I meant to check, but yeah.
No,
okay,
I like the pinstripe running up the legs, makes it,
Oh, the seam of the stocking going straight up. Yeah.
Yep, awesome. Panama. That's what I think of right away with David Lee Roth. Dude, this is awesome. You don't even need the play in the background. That is just an awesome pose. It's got James Bond pose, pretty much. I like that. Also, he needs to iron his clothes. They're very wrinkly. Yeah. And actually, if anything, can we just get rid of the Rocketeer? Just put Betty on the cover at this point. And, but this is Alex Ross cover, right?
Yep.
I was gonna say because usually Dan or Dave or he usually has Betty up front. You can see her more. So I like this. This is 10.
All right, Eric.
I just want to know why she only has one seam.
No, it's there.
Oh no, the other one's there.
The other one's there. It's just on the side.
It's very close to his leg.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see it now. It's actually okay.
This is what she's wearing stockings.
Yeah.
Well, if not, she has problems.
It's the worst varicose vein ever.
I know, right? On both legs.
I really like this cover. I'm going to keep the 10 factory in production.
Okay, and let's see. We started with MK, so Zach.
If only we get this interior art like this, though.
Really?
Zachary?
Oh, sorry. I'm not going to shut down this factory. I'm giving this a 10. I agree. This is total hero shot. This is almost, you know what? This is almost like a Frank Rosetta thing because the girl's like right there at his side. He's got the super heroic pose. cooler than Conan, though. Let's be true. Let's be real here. Rocketeer is like 5 times cooler than Conan. He can fly, and he has guns,
Well,
and he has Betty Page.
And if you're an artist out there watching, you can answer this. It just seems like it would be fun to draw this character because of the helmet.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
The helmet, the outfit. I mean, yeah, this is really cool. I love this. Alex Ross is like
Also,
made to do this guy.
I have to commend Alex Ross on the way he lets fabric work. Like a lot of comic books, especially Jim Ballant, Catwoman's probably the worst of it. A lot of times it's just like a body sock of some sorts or stocking. He actually lets folds happen and clothes fall on the body the way they would. That being said, I'd give it a 10 also. Let's go to the chat. 9 for Ethereal. Brian says 10 and Joe says 8. So we've got an 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, and 10. Alrighty. And then we've got 10 from Dark Admiral, Jackson Roykirk, and Michael Taylor. So we've got 3 10s. 1, 2, and 3. Ice Tops is saying 9, and so is Rhaegar, saying she is going to cause an unnecessary distraction in combat. I'll give this a 9. All right, we got 2 9s. Next up, Marana says Rocketeer adventure stylized modern cover that somehow evokes the era score, a Rocketeer 9. And then let's see, those are period style pants for pilots and police. For the record, the Rocketeer pants are known as jodhpurs. They're riding pants, not parachute pants. Good Dog Press says 10. Alrighty. And we have, I like how the plane blends in with the background colors. You almost miss the plane. Yeah, that is not just the sky. That is a plane flying overhead. I want to adopt Zach just so I can disown him for the Conan comment. Alrighty, so
get in line.
I'm gonna get that. Yeah, screw it. I'll just put up the start. Crystal G. Hey, how you doing? Oh, wow, the backgrounds blend nicely. Give it a 10, says Crystal. All right. And I'm going to let this start be the stop. And if you haven't voted, you want to, just put in your vote. I'll add it. I like to describe Ross as being a great gold and silver artist trapped in a modern comic world, says Michael Taylor. All righty. Let's see what we got here. We have 1 8 taking out one of those 11 10s. And then we've got 4 9s trying to take out the other 11, but they fail. So this ends up, ladies and gentlemen, another 10 in the Rocketeer cap. All right. And that was MK, right?
Yes, I believe I started.
So this one is, oh man, I can't believe this cover goes to RDV. Okay, here's the other Art Deco cover there, RDV, for you to go after. Here you are.
You know, this looks like Tumblr art. The way they're drawing this compared to original Deco stuff. That's my complaint with it. I know it looks more cartoony than the original Deco.
I'll give you this. Now, as somebody who lived at Disney and went to Disney far more than a lot of regular people, it looks like a ride poster.
Yeah, like I said, it does. It looks like somebody just slapped it together with Photoshop real fast. Where the other ones
definitely looks painted.
You sure it's painted? I don't know, man. This looks like somebody just put in their iPad and just use their stylus over and just kind of. But
kind of, yeah.
AR assault rifle. No.
Well, I kind of like the fact that they're using the Rocketeer as the eye.
So we get the Messiah version of Rocketeer over Hollywood land. And what are those orbs at the bottom? I'll go, oh, it's a smoke. Okay. I'll get this a 7. That's the kindest I can be.
All righty. Eric, what do you say?
You know, the other Art Deco cover was a lot more striking than this. I think I'm going to agree with Mr. Venkman there and give this a 7.
Okay. Zach.
It's definitely not as good as the World War II Keep 'em Flying one, but I will say I like the Hollywood land.
Yeah.
It sets you up right there because obviously it's just Hollywood now. They don't call it Hollywood land anymore. So that kind of gives you a little feel for the time period this is supposed to be in. I do like the kind of the Pixar thing where he's standing in for the letter I. I'm going to give this a 7. 7's good.
All right. And that seems to be, and let's see, MK.
Yeah, for some reason I keep thinking that this would be a great like marketing ad for like Air Jordans during the time or something. I don't know, like is it Air Power? I don't know. But yeah, I guess I'll agree with everyone else. Honestly, I say 7. It's okay, you know. It's not horrible. It's not super great either. I think it's
All right.
a little above average. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go 1 up. I think it's a very good cover. I do like the fact that they're using him as the lettering. I do have one question: is that his knees, the W, or is that like Charlie Brown's shirt? It does have a little coloring problem. They're a little bit bland though.
So
overall, though, I think it's a striking looking cover when you initially look at it. So I give it an 8.
I guess it's Alex Ross's initials in the background.
Yeah, right.
What's the hair for?
Okay, so Manny gives it an 8. Steven Spock, Jackson Rhaegar, and Michael Taylor, and Joe all give it 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 8. 5 7s, 1 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 8. Maranya says Rocketeer Adventures, another stylized patriotic war cover, score patriotic 7. Okay. And then Dark Admiral, not liking this one as much. Give it a 7 already. And then we have a 5, and that is from Brian saying the color palette is too blah. This kind of has the World's Fair feel. I really like it. Give it a 9, says Crystal. Alrighty. FYI, the art reminds me of the end credits for Captain America: First Avenger. Okay. I Stop says 5, not doing so much for me, and Ethereal says 7. Okay, 1 more 7 and a 5. This is a 7, guys, because I mean we've got 2 5s, we've got 1 9, we've got 2 8s, but we've got 12 7s. Alrighty. All right. And this gets so far the honor of being the worst cover we've scored tonight. Yikes. Alrighty, so this time it is my turn. Okay. Oh, okay. And we're going another old school here. Start. Cool. There we go. And what we got going on next is Rocketeer, the 3D comic. Alrighty, so we've got Rocketeer flying. We've got, I like the fact you can look through his jet trail. You see that he's really melting his boots to his feet. Not a lot of detail, but you can tell what's going on the bottom. This is good. It's not great. We've definitely seen better. I'm gonna go an 8 on this one as well. How about you, Eric?
Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with you on that because I said it's very similar to one we saw earlier, but this one is not quite as good.
Right.
So,
okay, yeah. Zach.
It's interesting. I like the detail that we get on Rocketeer and even on the planes behind him. The buildings have a good amount of detail, but then you look on like the ground and it's just everything on the ground seems really plain. I do like the seeing through his jet stream, like you were saying. You can see like the heel of his boot. That's really cool. I like seeing the jet stream coming up like from his arms too, like the speed lines and everything. No giant eyeball through the eye holes, so that's good. I'm gonna give this a I give this an 8 as well.
Alrighty. MK, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm with Zach. I agree. I think it's 8. You know, I like how his eyeballs are like more darkened. Kind of reminds me of a more Iron Man looking face, this one, than some of the
Yeah.
others. And also, just out of curiosity, was that song Rocket Man after this character was created?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
That
before?
Rocket Man was, but before that song in the 40s, there was a Rocket Man cereal.
Oh, cereal. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Not to eat, but to watch, like a movie serial.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Picture, what would they call it? Chapter plays? Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, RDV.
I'm liking this. I love it because you can tell this is a much older book, but style stuff. You got stylized lines. You know, Alex Cross is great. Some of the modern stuff too. But I love this. This looks like it's old. This looks more natural to the Rocketeer. I also love this Rocket more than the purple egg, Cadbury egg he has. The newer ones. When I saw it, I was like, a purple rocket? What is like? No, like this is more like the movie one. This is the one he had in the '90s movie. Yeah, the twin.
Yeah.
So when I saw the purple one, I was like, what is this weird Willy Wonka contraption? No, but I love this. I love the detail, the plans on there too. This is fantastic, and also it's a 3D, so he's gonna give you a fist bump, bro.
There you go.
It's a 10. I love it.
It's a 10. All right.
It's a 10. I like this. This is great.
All right, going to the chat. Rhaegar gives it an 8. Brian gives it a 7. Steven Spot gives it an 8. Black Spiders gives it a 7, and Good Dog Press gives it an 8. So that is 1, 2, 3 8s, 2 7s. You know what? I'll toss in the 2 8s from Good Dog Press and Jackson Raykirk and Michael Taylor, and then one more 7 from Crystal saying the details are not balanced. So what do we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 8s, and we've got 1, 2, 3 7s. 3 7s and 5 8s. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Maranya says Rocketeer 3D, well-rendered cover. It tells a story. Great force perspective of the buildings, ground of flying Rocketeer. Score 3D 10. All righty there.
You know what it reminds you of?
What's up?
The Superman covers when he flies up and you see the planes behind him flying too.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds you of.
I wonder what the angle is. I mean, one plane I just noticed is going straight down and then like that. That is one hell of a bank, especially in an old prop plane. It looks like one is flying upside down because he, I don't know, like look at his rocket pack right behind it, the jet trail.
Yeah. I just realized there's 3 different planes too.
Yeah, there's three planes. He zigzagged through the middle of them. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, one's got a 4 on it.
And maybe that's it. Maybe we're looking at his old trail. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. The detail of Rocketeer is perfect contrast to the lesser detail.
Oh, this is a Neil Adams cover?
Clear from distance. Say again?
It's a Neil Adams cover. Cool.
Oh, we got a 7 from Joe, a 6 from Ethereal, and an 8 from Ice Tops. 6, 7, and 8. There we go. 6, 7, and 8.
Apparently, a couple of years ago, there was a Rocket Man over California over there, and nobody knew who it was during COVID. Some people said like it was a mannequin, but like because it was a guy in a jetpack. It's called Jetpack Man.
Yep.
It is one of the most weirdest conspiracies they come out of California.
Well, there was a guy with a jetpack. Didn't he land in the Olympics once?
Yeah.
I'm asking the only other older person here.
No. I thought about that when I was looking at the story about this guy. Yeah. This person was up where all the Boeings were, the planes.
Okay.
He basically would be running on oxygen.
Yeah, you definitely have to worry about that. So what we got here is 1
Admiral
6.
8. Yeah.
1 6 taking out the one of the 2 10s, and then we've got 5 7. So there goes that last 10, and it's going to take out 4 of those 8s. But you know what? There's a whole bunch of 8s left. So that's
I'm sure he's got Admiral Harris H. Admiral H is number 8. You got him right? March Admiral. You got Admirals. You got his 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I grabbed everybody on this one. I did not miss a thing.
No, but yeah, look it up though. Look up California
okay, you know what? No, I missed it.
Yeah.
I would have read it off. The airfield has a decent amount of detail. I like it, says Dark Admiral, giving it an 8. All right, sorry, Dark Admiral. Whoops. All righty, so here's the dealio. It is Eric Green's turn again, and we're going to give him a cover to something I don't know if he's seen or not, but here is the Rocketeer movie adaptation cover. Have you ever seen this movie?
I've seen the movie, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, because character actor Margot Martindale works at the diner, and she looks just as old there as she did 20 years later on The Americans, and 26 years later on BoJack Horseman. I think I'm going to. What the hell? I'm going to give us a 10.
All righty. And Zach, what do you think?
No Jennifer Connelly, 4. Just kidding. No, I am seriously upset there is no Jennifer Connelly on this. But it's kind of weird. The Rocketeer himself looks almost realistic, like almost like a photograph. But then, like the flag, the building they standing on, obviously they look much more animated. It almost has like a Roger Rabbit vibe to it in a way. I'm gonna give it a 6.
All right. Kind of average to Zach. How about MK? What does this cover look like to you?
Yeah. Yeah. I actually heard the remake of Rocketeer is going to have Michelle Pfeiffer as a new girl. No, I'm just kidding. No,
no, it can't be a blonde. It's got to be a brunette.
You're talking about making him black now, having a
okay,
black.
Is there a Jennifer Connelly of the new generation? Is there
Sydney
a Betty
Sweeney.
Page lookalike, Sydney Sweeney?
No, she's not brunette though.
Well, you could brunette her up.
She could dye her hair. Yeah, she could wear a wig. Yeah.
I was thinking Anna Kendrick, because she is also ample.
Kat Dennings is also.
She's too old.
You think she's too old?
Yeah,
I thought they were about the same age.
I bet Anna Kendrick's every bit as old as Kat Dennings.
But she doesn't look it.
No, she doesn't look as good as Kat Dennings either.
That's true. Kat Dennings looks dang good.
I was thinking, what about the chick that plays Deadpool's wife? I can't remember her name.
Blake Lively?
No, keep her far away from movies.
Honestly, I would just stick with Jennifer Connelly because she's still hot.
You know what? Okay. There you go. So who are we on? MK, what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you score this?
Yeah. I'll say 9. The only reason why I wouldn't give it a 10 is because the flag being backwards kind of bugs me a little bit for some reason. Slightly. Okay. I know it's the wind, it's just it's like, all righty. But yeah,
how about you, RDV? How's it going, Brian? Take care, man.
Well, I want a continuation with Tom Cruise as the Rocketeer and Jennifer Connelly. Call it
Breen, you were right on the money. Anna Kendrick and Kat Dennings are the same age.
And Anna Kendrick, I this is hot take. I like Kendrick more.
Me too.
She's more
okay. I can't put up the poll. By the way, we already have one, and if you haven't voted, please go on over, vote on the
we
comics.
have a poll? Oh.
But here we go. In the chat also, Kendrick or Dennings. But RDV, what do you score this cover?
Well, I like this. This is cool. It's patriotic, very old school kind. Whenever you have the hero, he's American. He has the flag and stuff. The only thing he needs to be doing now is punching Hitler. They'll make it 11. But I like this as a 10.
All right. Well, he's got a gun. I don't know if I would have him punch him, but one thing that has not been mentioned that I'm going to say, this is one of the reasons why I like this cover enough to give it a 9, is that this scene is actually in the movie. So, the whole thing with him stopping by the flag and posing with his, and by the way, that is the most Dave Stevens shot in the entire film. was him. He's where he stops and he poses a little bit with the flag in the background. And I thought that was awesome. So yes, I'm giving this a 9. Let's check out the chat and see where we are with them. Okay, Steven Spock says 10. Joe says 8. Nice Top says 10. So we got 2 10s and an 8. 1, 2, 3. Next up, we have 10 from Dark Admiral. I'm a sucker for patriotic covers. All righty. And then we've got 9 from Crystal and Jackson Roykert.
Hey, have a good night, Brian.
I'm sorry, Raykert. And then let's see, Black Spider says 9. Too many stars on the flag, but still a patriotic 9. So we've got 2 9s.
You dead named him. I heard that.
I said Raykert.
You said Roykirk. I heard that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Rhaegar says 10 because America.
Don't apologize me. Apologize to Roykirk.
All righty. And then we get an 8 from Manny. Rocketeer movie adaptation, perfect patriotic cover that evokes the era. The spotlight cuts through the skyline like they did in the movie premieres. Back in the day, score a patriotic 10 for sure. And then we've got an 8 from Ethereal and a 9 from Michael Taylor saying very cool patriotic cover. Okay, 9 and 8. Let's scroll down a little bit, see if we've got an good night to Brian and Dark Admiral. Okay, and we do have one more cover, by the way. But this one has a 6 down, trying to take down those 7 10s, but it's going to need help. So it goes all the way up to the 8s and grabs 3 of them, but still 3 10s are left, but unfortunately 6 9s. So 3 9s still stand. And this book goes to the 9s. My 9s! My 9s have seen the glory. All right, which leaves, I believe that was Eric. So Zach, you get the last cover of the night. And I do try to I do try to end on a high note every time, and this time I've got Rocketeer Adventures #1.
#1.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I want to say I'm honored. I think I might have this one somewhere. I'm not sure. If I don't, I want it. I like the bullseye behind him, the target behind him, the shots. I don't know. It's cool. It's like he's evading all these bad guys shooting at him. I like the action pose. Again, we've got like the dark background with the negative space. There's a lot I like about this. I'm gonna give it a 10.
All righty. How about you, MK?
Yeah, the target is cool. You know, like somebody's trying to shoot him. I like how he's on that right on the ledge there. And yeah, interesting black background. Yeah, it's like he's kind of like on a dartboard. Yeah, I'll go 10. It's pretty cool. You know, simplistic. Yep, cool cover.
All righty. RDV.
Yep, that is a 10, and he's promoting Target.
Yes. Him and that lady from Saturday Night Live that played the cheetah. All righty, Eric, what do you say?
10.
Okay, I'm noticing a theme. Okay, that would be who did I miss? I think everybody's been a 10 so far. Okay, am I still here?
No.
No,
you're somewhere else.
Okay, I'll just wait for it to pop back up. All righty, so I'm definitely
still waiting. Sorry.
Now that was good. Actually, Gail just came downstairs and I was reading. I didn't even acknowledge her. She came dancing in like she was waiting for me to say something. Then she walked back up. Hi, Gail. All righty, let me go to the chat here. I may be in trouble. Let's see. 8 from Ethereal Dragon, 10 from both Dark Well, hold on. We got an 8 from Ethereal Dragon. Let me mark that down.
You just said it like the Jericho. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. Dark Admiral, Good Dog Press, Steven Spock, Ice Tops, Michael Taylor saying good, very cool cover. All give it 10. So that's 4 10s, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's 5 10s. Okay, 5 10s. All right, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Alrighty, but we get a 9 from Crystal G, and an 8 from Joe, and a 9 from Jackson Raker. So we got 2 9s. 1, 2, and an 8. Next up, Maranya says, Rocketeer Adventures #1, bullseye, plus shots fired into it. Sets off Rocketeer, just enough detail in the background, black background, perfect for the cover. Score a target 10. Alrighty, Alpha Eagle, what's up? Howdy, all. Made it for the last one. 9 looking great. Also, Alpha Eagle, by all means, please help out the algorithm when this is posted. Go through them and score them up. I'll put it down for the score for the video I'm making on it. Alrighty, and yes, I am making the videos on them. Great cover colors on the cover, says Michael Taylor. I do agree, sir. Alrighty. Let's see. We've got Alpha Eagle 9. So this is what we got. Once again, if you haven't voted and you want to vote, please do. But for right now, I'm going to put a stop on it. Yes, help that algorithm. Also, don't forget to hit the poll and tell us what's next. All right, but for now, guys, we've got to figure out where all these land. Oh, and this one, we got to figure out where this one lands. We've got a we've got 1 7 and 1 8 taking down 2 of those 11 10s and also 3 9s trying, but everything fails. And ladies and gentlemen, we have yet another 10. This is a good night for comic book covers, ladies and gentlemen. But let's see, we had 12 of these, and we definitely have a definite number 12. Eric, at the 8s, what's the best and what's the worst?
I think the best is Keep 'Em Flying. The worst is sorry, Neil Adams cover,
which is the 3D.
That one, yeah.
Yeah. All righty, Zach. How about you? How do you feel? Zach?
Oh, I'm sorry. Have
Thank you, Mr. Banks.
My bad. I'm sorry. No, Breen has it right. That is the correct order of things.
Okay. How about you, MK? How do you feel about it?
Let's see. Yeah, I like that order. Yeah.
Okay, so this pretty much stays where it is here. RDV will start you off on the 9s, best and worst.
All right. The best is with the American flag. The worst is going to have to be... Actually, it is.
Okay. I'm going to make one change here.
I like that. He's like a... It's mine. My precious.
There you go. I'm voting for this one is the best, and this one is the worst. So this is a best, but it has no worst vote. Both of these have a worst vote. Eric?
I think the best is the one on the right.
Okay, so now all 3 of them have one best and one worst. What is the one that gets the second worst vote?
God, I hate to do this to America, but that one.
It goes all the way down to the bottom because of that. All righty, Zach.
The best one is the very first cover, the one with the silhouette.
Okay, it's got 3 votes for that. So, yeah.
That's the best one. The worst one is the movie adaptation.
Okay, and that's got 3 votes there. So that is the way that stands. Let's go up to...
I thought if Zach said that it has 3 votes, or he took the silhouette one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I chose the silhouette one, yeah.
And who voted the American flag other than Breen as being bad?
Yeah, I misspoke. I misspoke. Oh, yeah. Wait a second. Yeah, there were 2 of these. So I think it does still end up right here.
The one I voted for me worst was the one off from the far left.
Well, here you go. MK, what do you think about the 9s?
My favorite, honestly, the favorite's tough, but I definitely think the Nurse Hatchet Shadow is the worst for me. The best would be, I guess I'd go with the flag, edging out the movie poster.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There you go. All righty. And RDV, start on the 10s.
Wow. Favorite is the one that's in the front, the far left one.
All right.
The
Alex
worst-
Ross beats Dave Stevens to RDV.
Well, it's because he's closer up. I mean, if Dave Stevens had him flying like that too, it'd be kind of cool as well. The worst. Target.
Oh my gosh, seriously? Okay,
RDV is on glue.
Eric. Oh wait, no. Let me do my vote. Wow. It's got a worst vote, but I'm going to move that back, and I'm going to move this over here. All righty, Eric.
I think I've got to go with what's already there.
2 votes for Alex
yeah.
Ross. All right.
The worst to go the opposite of Nick Cave, the red left hand.
You think that's the worst?
Of these? Well, it's hard. There's no worse ones out of 10s.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's true. I understand that.
All right. Well, what's your choice, Zach?
All right, my first one is the James Bond hero pose with Betty Page.
All right.
That's the best one.
Okay.
And then the worst one is the giant evil eyeball with the one with the hand and Betty on it with a bikini.
All right.
But that giant eyeball just throws a big wrench in things.
You don't like girls with bikinis, or are you those guys on Twitter?
So we are on to
I don't
MK.
like giant eyeballs.
MK, what is your favorite and least favorite of the 10s?
Oh man, yeah, my favorite's got to be the Hell Hand with the crazy dark city in the background. And my least favorite is the target.
What?
I don't know. I mean, it's not horrible. Again, none of these are horrible. It's
Zach, maybe if you ask him nicely, he'll give you your glue back.
Ladies and gentlemen, of course, I got to say, this is the way we score them. Yeah, I get it. We do it at the end of the night. It's just to get it over quick. We don't usually include the panel and such like that. But this is what your panel is giving you. Your panel right now, and I tried. Number 7 being the air power victory through air power. Okay, yeah, we all agree on that. Then the 3D, that's number 11. Number 10, we start off with the Betty scaring Rocketeer. Number 9 is the Rocketeer war propaganda poster. Number 8 is the silhouette. And mind you, this is 7 to that's a good cover. So there are no bad covers here, okay? So 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, of course, we've got the Power Punch. Number 6, we have the movie adaptation. Number 5 being the Target. Number 4 being the Weird Eyeball Hot Betty. Number 3 being the Hand. But I would like to point out that your panel, not I, because I voted for the Target, decided that Dave Stevens, the creator of Rocketeer, doesn't get first place, but he doesn't get second place either. Well, instead, number 2 goes to Betty and Rocketeer in the James Bond pose, and number 1 is your flying Rocketeer.
If there's one person that could draw maybe Dan Stevens or Dave Stevens would be
Dave Stevens
would be Alex Ross.
Alex Ross did do some in a really good cover.
And I gotta say, from a distance for how small that Target now looks like there, it looks like Robbie Rossmo's Sandman style.
You each no, you are not going to compare Dave Stevens to Riley and Rosmus.
No, I did not say. Did I say bad? No. Riley Rossmo's Sandman art was great on his covers.
RDV's on that good glue.
I don't know. Good lord.
On that good glue. Wow, you sniffing it too, bro?
That Elmer's.
No, MK took it.
It's New York City, man. I had to vote for that one.
There you go, gang. Once again, I am making videos out of this. As a matter of fact, I've got the Comics Cavalcade ready to go. All I need to do is record it, So that'll be on From the Long Box tomorrow or the next. So please check that out. Also, I think I'm going to bring him over here because not a lot of people watching over there. Not a lot of people watched the first one over here, but I figure maybe after I get them going a little bit, maybe they'll start to pick up an audience. Anywho, let's get to the poll here and see how everybody voted. Alrighty. I'm very interested in this. I haven't looked in on it. Sometimes I'll look in on it. So we had 27 voters. Thank you very much for your participation on that one. Unfortunately, Carl Bark's duck covers got 14%. And that I say that because I'm one of the 14. Jim Starlin Marvell covers got 22. Walt Simonson's Thor got 29. But we need to find some movie homage poster covers because that is what won.
You know, I feel bad for the people that voted for the bootleg Thor.
What? Bootleg Thor?
Look at the name, how he spelled it for Walt Simonson.
Oh, did I spell his name wrong? Or did I spell it Simonson like it is? Did I spell it wrong or did I actually spell it correctly? That's actually, I meant to spell it
when
like
you're
that.
looking for the movie poster, homage posters or covers. One of the things I suggested a while back was that Deadpool series that all of them are. Check that out and at least get one from that.
Oh, I will. And by the way, this will not be movie adaptations. Okay, it's got to be movie homage posters. So it's not. I'm not going to take like the adaptation of Batman Returns or something like that.
I was gonna say,
do you remember a terrible series called Spider-Man Get Craven? But one of them was the Scarface cover, and that is really good.
I was gonna say, Wesley Snipes just had that. I know it's a more modern title, but he did a lot of homage covers for movie stuff.
Well, a lot of the covers for like Deceased or Stray Dogs or Feral. A lot of those
it's gonna all be Stray Dogs and maybe one or two other things.
Well, look at Something Epic.
It's a good game on that night.
Something Epic. That guy has every variant cover is pretty much like a homage to a movie.
Yeah, we mentioned movie covers. I was thinking,
it's called Simon Krzyzewski's Something Epic. It's a modern series. It is Interrupted Volume 2, and the guy is just he's a guy, the author did A Town Called Terror.
Get Craven has Cape Fear, Home Alone, Scarface, Jaws. I don't know what this one is, but yeah, there you go.
The Crying Game is good.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
Yeah, so I'll find some, and remember, I will not grab your favorite. All righty, I'm just saying, I'm cutting it off at the pass. I did not get your favorite because it's like a little jab every time. It's like I gotta come up with 12 out of hundreds. Maybe at some point in time we'll revisit and we'll grab your favorite. But it's like, just do you have any other comment than God dang it, you didn't get the best one? Somebody, by the way, is going to mention how I didn't have Rocketeer magazine on tonight, even though at the beginning I actually said. Let's see. Did you on the blue or synthetic? Wait, what are we talking about?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I'm actually doing amphetamines now.
Oh, geez.
I moved on from glue.
This looks like I picked the wrong week to stop smoking or stop taking amphetamines. Yep. All righty, there you go, guys. Tomorrow night. Am I still here? Okay. Yep. I heard you. Okay. Yeah, I just saw it. You're disconnected. Okay, you're connected again.
I heard you.
Tomorrow night.
Sorry.
Tomorrow night is Maranya's birthday, and she wants to do Iron Man.
Will Maranya be around?
So I figured as a practical joke, instead we're going to be doing the Iron Claw. Not the wrestling, but there was a 1970s fantasy.
You should do Iron Fist.
I thought you meant the movie, The Iron Claw.
Instead, as a practical joke, we'll do Spitfire in the what are you called, the teenage?
No. If we're gonna do an Iron Man, we're doing Iron Man 2020, or I Am Iron Man. I Am Iron Man. That series just came out a couple years ago.
You would do the we'll do the Dan Slott Iron Man run. No, what we're doing is Iron Man I believe 1 through 12, and then she wanted the Namor Iron Man special and issue number 50 because I didn't listen to her when we did the 50s, so she's getting revenge on me.
When you see the Namor Iron Man special, I go to like a Jerry Lewis, Dean Martin special.
Right.
Hey, by the way, it's we all know that Maranya shares a birthday with Jack Kirby. Do you know who else's birthday it is today?
Who else's birthday is it? Oh, it is. By the way, happy birthday to Maranya. It is the 28th.
Yeah,
for us on the East Coast.
LB yes. Cole.
Don't worry, Maranya, you're still young here.
Really?
Yeah, it's only 11:23 here.
Okay.
I thought you said you were going to do Ironheart instead.
Oh, yeah.
One comic book to look at for movie homages, Incredible Hulk 441.
Oh, yeah, Pulp Fiction.
I will just say this, though. Iron Man, even though he's had some bad writers over the past 10, 15 years, maybe, or at least 10 years, the covers have still been good. No matter, even the Bendis, going through those covers have been really cool.
Yeah, it's a Pulp Fiction. They did Generation Z. What was that? Gen 8? Gen X?
Gen 13.
Gen 13 did.
But the Hulk one's better.
Oh, it's She-Hulk. Hell yeah. I'm not arguing that at all.
It's not light years better. I mean, but I always like that one a little better.
Okay, but that is going to be episode 6.
So this
of season 6, because
so tomorrow night will be Anthony Blake covers.
I've also got to start. I do write down the dates because come Halloween we are doing horror covers. That is all. We're going to be. Yes, I'm going to be that guy. And guess what? We're doing at Christmas. But
covers.
Not
Thanksgiving covers.
Exactly.
Yeah, covers, right?
Horror covers.
Yes, we're doing horror covers.
Under the bridge covers.
Zach,
yeah,
you shut your horror mouth.
Shut your horror mouth. Yes. Yeah, we're going to be doing some horror covers on during October, and I want to do some Christmas covers.
Well, if we're going to do that, we got to get some Jim Belant in there if we're doing horror covers.
And for Thanksgiving, I think we'll probably be able to do a Thanksgiving, like before Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving, if you guys want to do it on Thanksgiving. But I think we'll manage to get only 12. I don't think there's as many Thanksgiving covers as there are Halloween style or horror covers or Christmas.
Honestly, I don't
one Justice League.
I would say probably
Justice Society.
Justice Society, excuse me.
As far as Thanksgiving goes, last year we were all busy, so I don't know if there will be anything in this year unless you're planning saying, "Hey, Gail, I'm just gonna hang out with the guys."
What do you mean, Christmas or
no, Thanksgiving last year? Remember Thanksgiving? You and I did something, but it was late at night. Actually, no, it was me and Breen actually did it. So.
Well, that's when I figured. Yeah. I mean, we always do this at 10:30. So by that time, all the turkeys all the
But it was like when Breen and I went live, it had to have been like close to midnight, I think.
Yeah.
So.
But so we might be able to do some. I love slashers, but Maranya with a cleaver scares me.
Zach.
Yo.
Thank you for reposting that.
What's that?
Much better than Anna Kendrick.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Oh,
I
but
concur.
She's older and she's heavier because she's had kids.
She's the same. No, they're the same age. They're both 39.
I see both your woman there, and I see Audrey Plaza.
Oh, and by the way, I do agree with you that I actually forgot this was August. Like it didn't occur to me that we're in Jack Kirby month, and I didn't do anything for Jack Kirby month. Usually I do. Yeah, there's a Punisher Thanksgiving book on in the one calendar series. The book is meh, but the cover. Yeah, I mean that's all we do, right? I mean when we're talking about covers, it doesn't matter if the book is good. It matters what's the cover look like, and sometimes that doesn't matter because talking about a bad cover is fun too. You know, I don't want. Also, Anna Camp is better than Anna Kendrick. Okay, I don't know, but
Anna Kendrick's like the funny girl next door. You can actually get a chance with.
What's her name? The new Wonder Girl, the one that was in Madam Web. What's her name? DB Sweeney or something?
Sydney Sweeney.
DB Sweeney. DB Sydney.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney. Okay.
Yeah.
Boobs McGee.
Yep.
She is.
Pretty
Yeah, I
much.
can see. Put her in a black wig. Put her in the tight dress. Call her Betty, and let's get her into the Rocketeer. And while we're at it, look, he's the guy these days. What's his name? Jim Powell or something
Glenn
like that?
Powell.
Glenn
Oh,
Powell.
that would be funny because they already both.
Yeah, I know
are-
they had that. Anything
They both
but
did a
cool.
movie.
Yeah.
No, I would take the girl who actually played Veronica on Riverdale to be the new Betty.
Ooh.
That you could do worse.
Yeah,
Camila Mendes?
that's not bad too. That's not bad
Yeah.
either. But you get Glenn Powell and Julia Sweeney,
Sydney.
Sydney Sweeney. You get them two.
Wait, is it Julia
Huh.
Swartz? I can't remember.
That just hit me who Julia Sweeney actually is. Yeah, if you get her as Pat playing Betty from Rocketeer, I am in.
Wait a second. You keep getting Glenn Powell's name right, but you keep messing up. And when did Gail walk into the room?
Wait. Glenn
No.
Powell, isn't that the politician that died?
Who?
What?
What?
That Powell guy? Wasn't that Powell? Isn't he the one that died?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. What about Anya Taylor-Joy? I could see her working in a movie like The Rocket.
I'm tired of her.
Oh, you know, I give her.
She's a good actress, but good lord, it's like you. At one point in time, I liked the dude that plays the Mandalorian, but then he's in fucking everything. It's done.
Mhm.
Felt this
Yeah.
in the 2000s. It was what's his name?
Pascal.
Who? Yeah, Pascal.
Yeah.
What's it, in the 2000s? It was Jude Law. Remember, he was like in everything.
Yeah.
Great actor. I'm not going to take anything away from him on that, but after a while, it's like, good lord, can somebody give him a break? And then he went away for like 10 years. Yeah.
I thought Jennifer Lawrence had a run like that too for a while. She was in the Hunger Games, that other movie. She was.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Jennifer
She
Lawrence.
was in
Yeah.
like everything for a while.
Yeah.
Well, she
By the way,
invented most of the genres.
yes, he did. By the way, saying stuff like
It's
this to me makes me want to see it. But my card should be working again, so we're making a reservation for tomorrow night. Me and Gail, and I told her, let's go see Rear Window. They're doing another showing tomorrow night.
Oh,
So
that's
I am jazzed to go see an Alfred Hitchcock movie on the big screen again. I saw North by Northwest. It was at a theater by Universal when we worked there, and I saw Psycho. Otherwise never saw another. I've never seen another one. I would love to just, if I had the money, I'd rent out the theaters and say, hey, get us some Alfred. Let's go. Let's start at the beginning. Let's get the let's get the Pleasure Garden. Bring on the Lodger. Get me Downhill. Get me Easy Virtue. Let's start off. Let's go Juno and the Paycock. Let's go Blackmail. Go right on through the English films. Then, from start to finish, I want to watch the progression of Alfred Hitchcock.
Well, that's cool.
Let's see. I missed this one. We'll catch the replay to vote. Well, thank you,
Ooh.
sir, and happy birthday to Maranya. He says.
You know, if you can't get a Camila Mendes, from Veronica, how about get Lily Reinhart?
Who?
Betty.
The girl played Betty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could put her in a wig. Yeah, I think she's a stout lass, but she's pretty.
Mm.
Madam Web did look good. It was not good. God's
Or-
another show. I love
or-
Deb Stevens' work. Well, thank you, Black Spiders. Going to watch Sonic 3. Probably. Now, for my birthday, I got one of those go see 3 movies a week cards from AMC, and I've been taking advantage of it. Lord knows I should start a movie channel and start talking about these
Oh.
things.
Oh, wow, 3. That's cool.
Yeah,
Why don't you try
3.
comics first because you love
Say again?
them.
I know, right? I gotta just start doing.
You can
videos.
also get the girl who played Stargirl, Breck Messenger, again.
Yeah. Is she legal to say she's pretty now? Because she was. Yeah.
Yeah, she's above 18.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think she
She's-
was during the filming.
She's
But
close to 30.
it's kind of funny because I do the same thing around. I'm living in a college state now, so everywhere I go, there's college kids, and it's just different. When you're a young guy, you look and she's hot.
Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking, God, they're in college. They look so young. It pretty or not, it doesn't. I could see a pretty picture, sure, fine. But as far as these college girls being sexual beings, I'm sorry, it doesn't work for me.
Well, that's
just-
because the ones you see on TV and in movies are all in their 30s. So
Yeah,
they're
right?
appropriate.
Yeah.
Well,
For
that's
that. But yeah, now it's like, oh yeah, I mean, yeah, she's pretty, but she's fucking young. She and then it occurred to me, I said, if Elizabeth looked, Elizabeth has whatever it is that makes you look 19 all your entire life. I said, you know, if you look normal, they would be calling you ma'am. And she just went, oh, because, you know, she's 27. She looks like she's 15.
Dude, that's how I feel about Elle Fanning. Remember how young she was in the 90s? And all of a sudden she's like, she's 26 now.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. That was I call that.
She was young in the 90s. She's more than 26.
Well, here's the thing. I call that the Christina Ricci effect. You know, because Christina Ricci became big in like 1993, 92 with Addams Family, and you watched her grow up.
Yeah.
And it's like, do I really want to see you naked in Black Snake Moan?
I thought she kind of came of age in Prozac Nation.
Yeah, well, I think that was her first nude scene, and she was all depressed, and that was her first adult role.
No, she was in that weird movie Monster with what's her name? Not
Charlize
Cameron.
Theron.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah, that was.
I remember her from That Darn Cat with Dougie Doug. They did a remake of That Darn Cat that she was in. She was like 18 or something.
That movie got panned so bad, but I enjoyed it. But I tell you what,
it's a good movie.
It's nowhere near the original.
But I have a soft spot for it. I love Dougie Doug.
Well, you would be young enough to actually enjoy that, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I was 9 years old, I think. My mom took me to see it.
26. So
yeah.
Christina Ricci is my generation and close to my age, so says Rhaegar. Then again, my one ex-friend was depressed when Christina Ricci grew up past Addams Family, no lie. That is a sick thought, because I know that she got a lot of that. A lot of those kind of guys sent messages to her when she was in Addams Family. That's disgusting.
I was gonna ask, like, what happened to Ashley Benson? Do you remember how popular she was, a Gossip Girl and all that shit? I think she was on that. And she just like fell off the map after she did Spring Breakers.
Yeah.
Rhaegar saying, "What are England and Zach talking about? Black Snake Moon." It's a movie with Christina Ricci and Samuel L. Jackson.
So
only watch it if you're 17 or older.
He was talking about Black Snake Moan. I was talking about That Darn Cat.
Black Snake Moan
movie.
So Black Snake Moan takes place on the plane with all the snakes.
No, that's Snakes on a Plane.
That's Black Snake moaning on a plane.
That's fun. You guys see that special about Christopher Reeve? It's like some sort of.
Oh, I can't wait for that movie. Have you seen the preview for it?
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. Like you see his daughter being interviewed.
Yeah, it is.
Where is it being released? The theaters or on TV or somewhere or
it's inspirational. It really is. It's going to go to theaters, and it's a documentary about his life.
Speaking of the whole Superman thing, the guy who was cast as Superman, I did not recognize him when he was channeling his Carrie Hughes in Twisters.
Oh my gosh, I can make a Stray Dogs homage cover all by itself. I'm looking at number 1, right?
Sure. And then I want you to play In the Arms of an Angel as we rank these covers.
Oh, I'd hate that. No, thank you. I can't do that. Yeah, no, the Superman. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think that was him, but then I found out after the fact that he was in Twisters. I was like, oh,
yeah.
dang.
I was like, he's in Twisters. Like, who is he?
He was that. He was that like a serious investor guy.
Yeah, he's
always wearing the ball cap and the glasses.
This is the Stray Dogs. This is issue 1, number 1. We've got Silent Hill.
Yeah.
You got Silence of the Lambs. Then you have Dracula. Scream. The Thing. Poltergeist. Blair Witch Project. And 7.
Okay, well, if you want to do that, if you're gonna do Stray Dogs, throw in Feral.
Oh my gosh, okay. No, but I was just talking about for movie homage covers. It's
Feral has a bunch too.
Yeah, it's the same. I think, isn't it?
It's the same thing, but with cats.
Yeah,
yeah. Is it Fleeks still?
Yeah, it's still Fleeks.
And Trisha Forstner. Yeah.
Same team, just cats instead of dogs.
Yeah.
And it's
I'm-
rabies instead of a farm.
It's basically Aristocrats with zombies.
Shit. I'm about to drop off, aren't I?
No, you're still here.
No, we can still hear you.
No? Okay. Yeah, this is issue number 2, where you get, okay, hold on, Pet Cemetery. 28 Days Later. Don't recognize that, but you got Evil Dead. Carrie. Alrighty, and that looks like that. Okay. Yeah, so like Stray Dogs, for heck, Stray Dogs alone with these 5 issues, you can get an entire video worth of it. I don't know if is it still sharing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, here's Annabelle. Oh goodness, what is this? Is that demons? What is this? If you guys know what movie this is, because I'm thinking Night of the Demons, but I could be wrong. Let me know in the
Maybe
chat.
The Omen, maybe? I don't know. No, I'm not sure.
Midsummer. And there you go. Alrighty. Let's see what you get with number 4 here. But I was looking, okay, which one or ones do I use? Oh no, this is Night of the Demons.
Yeah, that's the demons. The other one, though, I'm not sure.
Audition. Not quite sure on that one. Psycho. Okay, so this got some good ones as well. And number 5 of this will be the last. Sorry for taking up your time, guys. Let's see. Number 5 has Friday the 13th. I don't know what this is, if this is an actual movie or just an original. But, oh goodness, what is this? The Crow. The Crow, yeah.
Wow. No Halloween or Chucky ones. Interesting.
The Shining. It. Yeah, no Halloween. No Chucky. I know Chucky's your boy.
Yeah, I like both of them. Both of them are my 2 favorite slashers. But yeah, it's tough. I had to pick between one of them because like.
The Craft. Alpha Eagle is saying the one with the lightning. I think you're right. I think you're right.
Oh yeah, the Craft. Yeah, the Craft. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking the Omen for some reason.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to find some good movie homage covers.
If you guys can, I just posted a link that goes to the poll over an Extreme Movie Show. Go help us vote on the movie we're gonna do for Sunday. We got Armageddon, Dante's Peak.
Oh, that's a good one.
And Twisters. Or Twister. Sorry.
Dante's Peak is way better than Volcano, by the way.
It really is.
Yeah, they both came out the same. Yeah, that's a good one.
So Armageddon, Dante's Peak, and Twister.
Yeah. Hey, look, I might guest star on if it's Twister because I worked at that in ride for 6 years. I have seen so much of Twister.
Yeah, but we have a time limit. We can't sit there for 2 hours and listen to you talk about working there.
I've got some insight. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging around and thanks for helping us rank some covers. Once again, tomorrow is Iron Man. And that is the last episode of the 4th season. So on Thursday, we're going to be doing the brackets where we have all of the 10s, all of the best covers fight it out. So we're going to have 2 Rocketeers fighting for supremacy here. So join us both tomorrow and Thursday, and we start season 5 on Friday. And what are we starting with? Oh, I've been doing the decades, and since we did 1980s last season and season 4 this season, it's 1990s from DC Comics, and then Sunday will be Independence, and then Monday will be Marvel. And the first actual title is House of Mystery Bronze Age because I messed up and did silver. Okay, but there you go. That's what we're doing for the next week, I guess, almost. All right, but that being said, thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to go over, click like, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell, set all on your phone so you don't miss anything. Cool things happen around here. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.
Later.